Hello, Terry. Yes, you are. All right. Let me just see quick. Yes. All right. Let's go here. Share. All right. Hello, everyone. I've got gold. I've got silver. Big thing for today. We are going to talk about the Economist cover first, because I always look at this to see what is going on potentially for the next week. Let me just here we go. Let's flip it on over. We will go over stocks. We will go over some of the larger, somebody's messing with my mouse. All right, so here we go. That was last week's America's new best friend, India. Didn't really see any correlation with that. But let me pull the chat up over here. All right, so we have the trouble with sticky inflation. The dollar is melting. What have we seen since this cover came out? Well, we saw the gold and silver popped, which is why I have it up. If this is the trend over the next week, the meltdown of the dollar, that does tend to be an inverse correlation with commodities, right? And okay, it is working. How to build Ukraine 2.0. Interesting. Maybe that's going to be in the news. Is China's economy turning Japanese? AI, bigger is not always better. Study drugs don't work. All right. Interesting. Are they saying things like ADHD meds, which I discovered worked very well for my daughter after I detoxed her, right? I took her off the meds. All right. Let's look at the dollar today. So dollar 24-hour chart, we started down here, yet silver and gold have bounced up. Interesting. Usually they're in inverse correlation. Today we saw that silver moved up, hit the floor EMA, pulled back, and gold as well. Gold bouncing off of the 161 exponential. Could really see that we see this move up higher. I would look for a break above 1966 right here, because that would be the 28 exponential downward trend that it has been following since we dropped below on the 15th of May. All right, let's look at oil as well. Oil is moving down at the same time right now. We've just sort of been trading sideways in this range right here, right? Kind of a wonky, more like a rectangle that is on an angle. I wonder if I could rotate it. Like, I want to rotate this. You know how you can do that with like art class and stuff? Rotated rectangle. Here we go. Never messed around with that. But it does look like we are hanging out in this little bit of a rectangle here, right? Like that, and we'll bring this down a bit. Oh, that's frustrating. Any event, like that. There we go. So we're just sort of in a downward movement of this rectangle, and it is slowly trending down. We're testing the outer bounds. Maybe we're going to come bounce back up over here for the oil. Silver and gold have definitely had a bigger move down. When we look at the indexes, right, we have the SPY up here. I'm going to get rid of the diamonds. Had that on for a while. It was relevant. Get rid of that. This upward trend, let's see, what about this trend line here? This upward trend right here, get rid of that. We have this trend line right here through on the anchored VWAP. Shout out to Brian Shannon, awesome invention. If you guys use TradingView, you can find it right here, anchored VWAP. If you guys don't know about TradingView, I do have the link down below for where you can sign up if you want to do that. And so the anchored VWAP. Anchor is the volume weighted average price to a certain day. We can see that we had very big volume. It was growing right up here until the high of 443. Now it is sort of diminishing, right? Are we going to see that we have a super big volume day here on a Friday? Potentially. Let's check out our 3-day chart. I'm in love with the 3-day chart. I love this one too. It does look like we have a potential gap down here, 429.80. Don't know why, but the 3-day chart tends to perform fairly well as well. So we came up, we tested that volume weighted average price, and we're pulling back. When we look at the Qs, similar. If we go below 361.16, potential move down there. The Russell looks weaker overall. However, it is bouncing today a little bit. The weaker index but bouncing, and the Dow Jones as well is bouncing a bit. But I do like these with this SPY has a big way to come back down to correct a bit, 416. The Qs as well down to 330 potentially. So I'm feeling like this might be our top, right? We're below the two big volume candlesticks here. Let's put it back to a 24-hour. We are below a lot of this volume. If we close down here below 359.60, I would say, hey, yeah, we are going to have a nice move down to 356 area for the Qs. For the SPY, hey, if we close below 432.50 right here, nice move down to 430, 429 area. All right, if you guys have anything you want to put in the chat, make sure that any stocks you want me to check out, give you my opinion on, be happy to do that. Just put it right in the chat. If you guys do like the live stream, please hit like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications. And I wanted to give you guys this link. Actually, hold on, let me open it up here. So I wanted to put it in the chat. I will add somewhere on my web page with YouTube as well. I made some awesome products. Carpe Profit hat, that's right, your thinking cap. Oh wait, you want to have a nice beer to celebrate your active locking profits? Right there, nice pint glass. So check that out as well. I will put that actually right here. Let's see if I can do that. Boom, boom. Pull this right here. All right, putting it in the chat. There is a promo code, early bird, 10% off if you'd like to buy anything from there. All right, so let's keep going. Let's go on the list over here. So Carvana today, nice short trade below 24.92. So this is our 5-minute chart, not 53, 5, right? Look at how it just melted right there. Boom, 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 all the way down to 23.02. A bit lower float. I do have lower float stocks with the yellow highlight. Bold yellow means that it is less than 20 million, right? Light yellow, hey, it's less than 100 million, could move pretty quickly. AI is one of those. APLD, Carvana, also ones to watch. Bank of America, we have been melting, melting, melting. On last Friday, we had massive dark pool prints. Actually, I'm going to give you one, guys. Here is one to track, okay? This one, Canadian Imperial Bank. I'm in Canada. Pretty good to know about this, right? 41.99. Oh, isn't that so nice? They just tell us that now, right? So what on earth is the dark pool? Style. Okay, they had another print there too. Yeah, let's see. Let's make this one gray. Text. Let's put 6.26 million. All right, so 6.262 million. We're below that. They had a big one way back over here. We're below that too. That was 4.65 million. Seeing a trend here? A lot of price action happening over there. I'm going to put this right here so I can see. All right, so what does this mean? Well, you guys can come over and learn more at thedarkpools.com. The training pit is where I teach every Monday. And the dark pools are where they hide the really big prints of the market, like this one, 6.26 million. Now, maybe they're buying, maybe they're selling. Don't know until subsequent price action, right? Maybe they bought off of this big drop down. They're like, yes, we're gonna buy because we have an ex-dividend coming up and it is the 27th. So we're gonna get in now and then we're going to take the 6 cent dividend. Maybe not, right? Maybe they bought and now they're getting out because it dropped below and they're like, well, you know what? It dropped below. Maybe we need to get out, right? Is there any news on this? CIBC Asset Managers, Canadian Strategy. Let's see, what does this say? CM. Cash distributions for the ETF and unit holders will receive cash distributions. Do we see CM here anywhere? No. Just about the ETFs there. So abnormal drop down. Maybe they're buying for a retracement trade. Not sure. Maybe they're going to take this lower. Boom, boom. When the big money moves something like they did with Tesla, right? Let's go here. Tesla. I got in at 175.06. There's a reason. Look at how it went above all of these dark pool prints. I didn't chase it. I let it come back down and then I got in. Boom. Got out yesterday with my stop at 251.80, right? Now it's going sideways. Could go back down. Hey, I would love to enter back down here again at 204 and ride it all the way up to 300. That would be amazing. Another 100 points, right? But I do follow the dark pools. It's a great tool, right? Okay, let's look at Apple. Apple, boom, coming up, moving up, testing this trend line on our daily chart. Today had a nice short as well. Actually, it was below that. Pre-market dropped all the way down to 185. Look at how this level for a potential bullish trade, it did not go above. The market overall has been bearish. Apple is a big contender with that, right? So you'd love, I know, me too. Patience, right? Terry, patience. Maybe they're selling up here. We did have really big volume 2 days ago up here when we hit 281 and then it pulled back. So patience, right? We're not below this candlestick just yet. When we do, it could pull back easily down to 226, even better, all the way down here at 204. All right, I know that Terry is a big Tesla fan. AMD, this is Roger's favorite. So AMD, we are coming and testing the support area over here, 108. It has been in a nice downward trend since below this M formation. Been on my list as well. Nice short there for those that did trade this today. Point of control right now is at 109.14. If you don't know what that is, come join my day trading watch list in the mornings. I will explain it all to you. All right, let's look at Fisker today. Fisker was moving up pre-market. Not much movement at all. Sort of stuck in the middle here. So not a good trade on that one. Lower price stock. AT&T today. Why isn't this readjusting? Should readjust here in a second. All right. So AT&T. Not really a trade up or down. It does look like a doji reversal down here off of the bottom. Would look for it to overtake this candlestick from 2 days ago, a high of 1560. No, excuse me, that's a close. The high of 1585. Once we overtake 1585 would be a confirmed reversal for me and continued move up to the upside. All right, CarMax had earnings today. Bold on my list means earnings. Had a big gap up, not really good trading in between here, lots of crazy volume. The point of control, you can see popped down here, up, up, up. Right now it's at 85.31. Needed it to pop up higher or drop, but not a big move. Going against the flow of the market today can be harder. So it's good to know what the indexes are doing because that's going to give you a picture. For example, the SPY, 500 stocks. If 500 stocks on average are pulling down, that's going to make it harder for the long trades. IonQ today. IonQ, nice short below $10 down to $9.40, right? Pretty good trade right here at $9.50 all the way down. That was a pretty fast one, retraced up, and you had your entry again if you wanted to. APLD, the low float mover of the day, big contract deal with AI customer. Big contract that they won, 460 million AI cloud service contract. So it had a big pop. It is a lower float with 53.6 million. So that's why I did it this morning on smaller time frame. You can see it's just sort of going sideways, dropped down a little short. Oh my goodness, look, it hit the 161 exponential. No surprise there, right? That would be a Fibonacci EMA. All right, let's look at the Dow. So most indexes today did have downward price action, right? Dow is only 30 stocks, very easy to manipulate. Then we have the Russell 2000. This one is the weakest overall. If this were to close lower, good chance for this to move down at least to 179.40, 179 maybe. Maybe we will close the gap over here, right? Maybe it'll come down to 179.20 and then all the way down to 176.39 or test this trend line down here at 175.62. We are, again, if you look at this week overall for the indexes, let's go back to the Dow. Let's look at this week. Overall, the volume has been dropping, except for this day, Monday the 12th. But we look at this, one drop, 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 right? The Russell, all right, we have volume dropping as well. The Qs, volume is dropping up here. Much less volume, right? On average, it's pretty low. You know what I want to do? I'm going to change this to 5. Moving average of 5. I want to see what's happening during the trading week and have it be a more clear. Let's save that. I'll save it on the SPY and then save it. But you can see when we have big pops, hey, here's a big pop day, higher than normal volume, weekly volume. Most people, I think, do 10, but I'm going to leave it as 5. I want to see what's happening in, oh, look at the Qs too. Here we have the volume just descending until right here at 10:50. 11:30 is the close in Europe. However, 10:50 or so, the last 10 minutes, 15 minutes before 11, we do tend to see a big surge of volume with positions closing, likely margin calls over in Europe, right? In the States, they start at 2:33, 3:30, 3:45, 4. I know that from working in the brokerage business way back in 2000. And now we see that it does play a role with closing of market in Europe as well, in the volume of the US market. So the SPY volume dropping as well since our high over here. We did have the dividend. Maybe people were buying for the dividend to come out on last Friday. And now you can see our volume is very, very low. This is abnormal, right? Typically when we have a top, we see that the volume wanes a little bit. Or is it waxes? I don't know. It drops. I'll have to look up the terms and see. And then as we're going to have that nice reversal, we see massive volumes, right? Massive volume and we reversed. Massive volume and we reversed. So is this a reversal correction? We have a nice ways down to 427. We could easily go down 7 points and we're still in an average upward trend. Or is it going to correct all the way down to the 161 down here at 409? Right? Anything else that you all would like to check out? We have our retail sector pulling back a little bit. Looks like maybe a cup and handle formation. If this goes above 64, we'd look for an 8-point move up to 72. This one is lower float. I do like to watch this one as well to see what's going on. It doesn't have the float here, but it has something like 25 million in the float for an ETF. Also, some bigger worldwide ETF prints today, so get ready. The market is likely going to have a really big move, and I would love to see you every trading day morning, 8:15. Let's talk about the market. Let's talk about some great health stuff. I'm big into natural things as far as natural remedies. Pretty much helped my daughter's ADHD with detoxing from heavy metals. If you guys want to check out my awesome new store for my Carpe Profit gear, it is in the chat today. And you could get an awesome sweatshirt, mug, sticker, whatever. Have an amazing trading day. Carpe Profit, seize those trades, those profits one trade at a time.